Well, my neighbor.
Well, I mean, when's the last time we had significant rain? We had a little bit of it in the fall, but that's good. Not even a week. Now, do you think is your instinct the highest? Somebody else?
We're going to go ahead and
Sorry, Jim. Coffee pot roll.
get started. I've been informed that there's a basketball game apparently. And so Randy Tedford has graciously volunteered to move item number 3 on presentations to the end of the agenda.
I'll be back at 9.
Our final presentation this evening is a review of the EUB subcommittee recommendation to make specific changes to Gardner Energy electric rates schedule. Bill?
I think it's really important. I know K-State is playing, Katie's playing tonight. And Missouri Tigers are playing the South Carolina Gamecocks tonight.
Are they going to do tonight?
They were actually losing at halftime. They're on the radio. Anyway, thank you for the opportunity to come in and review with you the board's recommendation, which I've provided in your packet, to change Gardner Energy's electric rate schedule. Before we get into the recommendation, I think there's some background that I'd like to go over with you. First, over the past several years, Gardner Energy and city staff have identified inequities within the electric rate schedule. The last cost of service rate review was completed in 2004 and implemented in 2005. Kind of a rough rule of thumb is that a cost of service rate review should be performed every 4 or 5 years, and we've been 8 years now, so we're past due. The Electric Utility Board hired 21st Century Management Consultants, and that's Greg Wilson, for some of you that are familiar with Greg, to work with us to perform a cost of service rate review. And in addition, the board set up a subcommittee to work closely with Greg to review his findings and the analysis that he was performing. The first action that the subcommittee recommended to the board was to develop a rate-making policy, a guideline, if you will, for rate making. They did that, and that policy was approved on August 20th of 2012. This rate-making policy established guidelines for present, right now, and the future that will allow for the fair and accurate assignment of cost recovery across all customer classes. So it was all about trying to be fair with all of our customers. Greg, or 21st Century, began this cost of service rate analysis, and what the board told him to do was to perform it and assume that there would be no change in our revenues. So in other words, we took the revenues from, this started in 2012, so we took the revenues from 2011, the total revenues, and said that's where we want to be with this rate review. So that's where we started. So we kind of worked backwards to establish the findings. On January 10th of 2013, the board approved a subcommittee recommendation to make changes to the electric rates schedule. Could I get that PowerPoint now? Don't let Jim do it.
Sorry.
Got it? Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I thought it might be beneficial for us. I know you've had an opportunity to review this because it was in your packet, but